snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price today as we are heading towards the $41,950 resistance level right now. You can see with today's daily candle showing a bullish tail with a continuation body above this weekly open sitting at that $40,000 big even. The question is, are we going to be able to get to this $41,950 level and break out to $44,800 to test this 200-day moving average, where we also have confluence with the 20-week moving average? We're going to talk about this today because that's the scenario that we really want to see if we want to potentially assume that we're seeing an overall reversal in the sentiment of the market back to a bullish trend, where we'll, of course, change these curtains from red to another color finally. But until that happens, we need to also address what the trick, trap, and frustrate crew could potentially do here, as we are at this 100-day moving average. And it looks like we're seeing what we want right now, but if we start to see any downside, we want to start addressing some of these potential downside scenarios, and this 36,500 being the major level below 38,000 right now. And then we'll also take a look at what's happening to altcoins. Ethereum, of course, for those that have been tuned into our channel over the last 3 months, we've been extremely bullish on Ethereum and also bullish on altcoins, despite many analysts saying altcoin season is over. Notice how Ethereum right now up here to this candle high of $2843.98 today, so $2,843. This is a major bullish rally that we've been in over the last few weeks heading into this London hard fork. I want to talk about if this Ethereum chart's going to continue above the $3,000 big even, and what the potential targets could be if that happens, because if Bitcoin starts to move above 41,950, I think this becomes a lot more likely with Ethereum moving above 3,000 US dollars. And a lot of this has to do with the fact that not only are we seeing volume on the US dollar pairing, but we're seeing volume here on the Bitcoin pairing, meaning that a lot of people are starting to switch their Bitcoin out for Ethereum, with this Ethereum to Bitcoin chart much and above 65,000 Satoshis, already trying to head towards this next target at 86,000 Satoshis. And that would assume that from where we're currently at, that's a 25% upside against Bitcoin, and that doesn't even factor in the US dollar upside that we can potentially have. So I'm going to discuss the revolving parts of the cryptocurrency market, as we always do on the Snipers channel, like the total market cap chart, others dominance, and Bitcoin dominance, and then we'll wrap up with traditional markets. You guys are watching the Snipers channel. My name is Naeem Al-Obeidi. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can hit 100,000 subscribers on our channel. Let's dive into this Bitcoin analysis. We know the importance of getting above 41,950 is that we'll get to test the 20-week moving average and the $44,800 level, where we also have confluence with the 200-day moving average. And that means that if we continue to see bullish momentum into our next daily candle getting above the monthly open at 41,500, where we have today's candle high here at 41,350, that's not a coincidence. It's testing the monthly open right now. We start to move about 41,950 with decisiveness. This means that we're most likely going to see Ethereum above 3,000 US dollars. And now Bitcoin has the chance to test the 20-week moving average, and we can potentially even see the wick to the $49,700 level. Keep that in mind if we see this breakout occur. But I need to address the bears and the bulls on this channel. And so I'm going to talk about what could potentially happen if we start to see Bitcoin back down to 40,000, testing the weekly open. If we start to come back down at this point, the $38,000 level is going to be the area that I would call shots at, because since we've already tested 38,000, this is a garden variety retest. If we come back down, I would not consider that garden variety. And that puts us so close to 34,788 in the 50-day moving average that the potential for us to see at least one more lower low form becomes a lot higher below 38,000. So for those that want to go long at these price levels, now, have I taken any decisive spot positions into Bitcoin or Ethereum over the last few weeks? Absolutely. We've been buying Bitcoin around the $31,000 level and Ethereum at the $1,700 to $1,800 level during some of these lower periods. But with the prices at this level, here's really what I'd be concerned about. If we come up there's a high chance there could still be a rejection. We could wick into this area, form a body resisting 44,800, and then potentially see some lower levels into the next few weeks. That's all on the table. So I'm not concerned if Bitcoin continues further up. We have our positions. That's why you want to always take positions during dips. But if we were to assume a new long position at 41,950, I think that we could potentially look at this $40,000 level where the weekly open is as a stop loss, about 5%, and that takes us to about a risk to reward of 5 to 6% just to come up and test 44,800. That's not worth it. So I wouldn't be long here. And I say that because we know there's going to be resistance at this 200-day moving average, 20-week moving average. If we get there, and if those only a 6% potential upside, but just the stop loss to this weekly open is 5%, that doesn't look like good risk to reward. So check that out. Sometimes I put up a long trade and it's a good idea, and I'm honest with you guys. Today I just put up this long trade. I looked at the percentage. I said, no, that's not a good idea because I'm being honest. I'm your umpire. So I'm just saying that what we're doing right now is probably not focusing on Bitcoin, but rather we're seeing, because of this Bitcoin sideways price action, altcoins are reacting, and this is where the opportunity is starting to arise from. So you may get distracted following Bitcoin. If we have this bullish trend with Ethereum, why not look at Ethereum? You have to be open-minded. Above the weekly and monthly open, sitting right at that 2550 level, this is a major level of support at this point, and we have continuation of the upside. Here's the thing, though. We know 3,000 is a big resistance. If we want Ethereum to break this resistance, we need Bitcoin to get above 41,950 as a start. So there might not be as much upside there for Bitcoin, but if we were to assume a long position for Ethereum, why don't we just do something similar to what we did just now with Bitcoin, and we look at this weekly and monthly open as a stop loss. It's about 8% to an upside of around 23%. So now we're talking about a little bit more of a proper trade here if you want to go long, right? Of course, for those that have been tuned into Sniper's channel, we took our Ethereum position here at 1760. We didn't come in at this retest just because it was a knock on a door for a second time, way higher risk. But at least we got these solid spot positions at 1760. We continue further up. Now we're really banking off of these positions we took earlier in June. And so the expectation right now that it'd be a smart idea to go long here, I think that if you're going to go long, it should be with Ethereum, not Bitcoin, just because the upside here with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart justifies that we could see more strength with Ethereum than Bitcoin. And that's a thesis that we've had on this channel for a long time. And so I'm expecting Ethereum to move with Bitcoin as it always does. But if we get above 41,950, that might just be enough for Ethereum to start heading towards 3454. And who knows, that could be a strong breakout that we'll see. When it comes to downside, just keep 2555 on the chart, and then the previous weekly open at 2200. And then I'll talk about any downside scenarios if we start to see anything like that play out. But I'm here to be your umpire and to address the charts for what it is, which is an upwards trend right now for Ethereum, and that's leading other altcoins, being the leading indicator of the largest altcoin. Notice how the total market cap chart now above the 200-day moving average, finally heading towards 1.7 trillion. This is a huge puzzle piece because now we're testing the 20-week moving average for a second time. We get above this level once again. These curtains change from red. So 1.75 trillion is what we need to do right now for the total market cap. We need to see that level here soon if we want to assume further upside and strength here. And then anything other than that assumes sideways price action. Others dominance here, showing strength here on the daily chart specifically. You can see these converging moving averages with the 50 period and the 200 period on the daily chart is indicating there's some sort of a squeeze happening right now. Let's monitor this. We haven't seen the real move yet, though. But what we do know is that Bitcoin dominance did reject the 20-week moving average recently. So this could be a continuation of altcoin season with a lot of strength, because with Bitcoin dominance coming down and altcoins coming up, that means that the strength is in altcoins, and specifically Ethereum, which makes up the majority of this others dominance. And then let's address traditional markets as we always do. The DXY is still showing calmness, which is what we need if we don't want to assume abnormal activity in the cryptocurrency market. So that's good. The S&P 500 also still in this tight range. That's exactly what we want to see here. US oil starting to recover just like we expected, and then gold still sideways. The calmness is what we want in traditional markets so that there's not too much volatility in the cryptocurrency market. So that's what I'm watching for Bitcoin. There are several scenarios here. We're in a very tight range. And of course, I've been saying that we're playing in the $41,950 and the $38,000 range. And that's been the truth here over the last few weeks. So every analyst that has other numbers on their charts, if you followed our numbers, you knew the range that we've been playing in. And so we get above this $41,950 level. That's great and all. At that point, what we really want to see is a true recovery above the 200-day moving average and 20-week moving average. Anything below 38,000, I'll start to be more concerned. Is it the time to go long here for Bitcoin? If you want to go long, it might be better with Ethereum based on the percentage of risk to reward. And with that summary, I appreciate each and every one of you snipers tuned into the channel. I want to give away Principles by Ray Dalio, one of my favorite books on value investing, to one of you watching the video. And I'll pick a comment from yesterday. Vinicius Noyama de Lara says, thank you for the puzzle pieces, Naeem. Send me a message on Instagram. You won a book, Vinicius. And with that, I appreciate each and every one of you guys once again. I couldn't do this without you. I hope you enjoyed today's analysis. And until tomorrow, where we're going to start to see a little bit more manipulation heading into the weekend, it's going to get even more exciting for this market. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We want to hit 100,000 subscribers. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Snipers